Do you have your son or daughter named on any of your bank accounts? Are they named on yours? Or are you named on one of your parents' bank accounts? Here's an example of something that I heard one day, and as far as I know, it's an absolutely true story. There was this one widowed woman. Her husband died, and she had her daughter's name on her bank account, on her checking account. It seems that this woman, she went into the bank and she told the clerk she wanted to have her daughter's name on her bank account, just in case something happened to her. After she told the clerk, she was getting up there in age, so the clerk made the account a joint account. She put her daughter's name on as a joint donor. But here's what happened. The daughter and her husband had some type of small business, and it ran into some type of problem, and I don't know exactly all the details. However, the business's creditors ended up getting half the money in the mother's account, because now technically, once it became a joint account, the daughter owned half of the money. This could have easily been avoided. You see, while the mother was thinking, I want the money to go to my daughter in case I die, and I want her to be able to write checks if something happened to me, or if I couldn't, the bank should have made the daughter the beneficiary, not the owner. Now, if the mother wanted the daughter to be able to write checks and handle the account if she got sick or hurt and can no longer handle it, perhaps the bank should have suggested that the mother get what's called a power of attorney and name her daughter as a POA, the power of attorney. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so when it comes to ownership, though ownership may cause conflict, and lawyers may love to dissolve conflicts. This brings up to mind another example. It's something else that I once heard about an elderly woman who she also had her daughter's name on her bank account. However, in this case, the daughter and her husband got divorced. Once again, the daughter's name went on the mother's bank account as a joint donor, and technically by doing that, the money was hers, right? She had the right to write a check for the full amount of the money in the account. It belonged to the daughter as much as it did the mom. Well, as part of the husband and wife, when they got divorced, as part of the divorce settlement, the husband got the money that was in that joint account, which technically wasn't even his wife's money at all. It was her mother's. Now, I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but again, joint ownership causes a problem. And again, I'm not a lawyer, but when it comes to the ownership causes conflict, and lawyers love to resolve conflict. Now, I'm not telling you here how you should set up your accounts. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a CPA, and I'm not giving legal advice or tax advice. However, when it comes to the ownership of your accounts, you need to speak with a lawyer, your accountant, and a competent investment or financial advisor. Okay, a few last things. Can you do me a favor? Can you hit the like button and the subscribe button? Second, all of the information on this channel comes from one of my two most recent books. You see them up on the shelves above me. You can get both of these books. They're available on Amazon.com. What you do is go to Amazon, search my name, Ralph Loffredo. That's RALPH-LOFF-REDO. When you do and you get these books, you're going to see they're not like a novel. They're written in an outline format. So it's easy to read and find out what the information is and use it right away. The other thing is, you go to the table of contents, or it's really a quick reference guide, and you look something up. So when you run into a situation or you come across a circumstance, simply go to that page, look up what it is, find the page, go to it, see what it says, put it to use, get immediate results. Now, as a disclosure, I've got to give you some fine print. See, everybody's situation is different. Again, it reminds me when I used to go see this one doctor. He would walk into the exam room and say, Ralph, what's a good investment? And I'd say, doctor, what's a good medicine? You see, what might work well for one person may not work well for somebody else, and may even be dangerous for somebody else. Because I am and have been and licensed in the financial services industry, I am required to give you this disclosure. Now, no information that I'm giving to you or that's on this channel is in any way a solicitation for the purchase of any insurance or securities, product, or service. The information on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Now, you as a viewer you agree to hold me harmless or any company or other person harmless. See, none of the information is intended to be used as a source for legal or accounting advice because I'm neither an accountant or an attorney. When it comes to legal or tax matters, you're urged to get advice from a competent attorney and accountant. Also, some suggestions or ideas or information presented here or on this channel may have inadvertently introduced practices or information or strategies that may be unlawful or in whatever jurisdictions it may not work. When it comes to taking any specific advice or suggestions, or when it comes to any investment or insurance matters, you are urged to meet with a competent licensed insurance and/or securities representative. Now, I'm not responsible for, nor do I guarantee any specific or suggested amount of success, financial or otherwise, or any retirement security, or any leadership or power or wealth that's going to be obtained by you, the viewer, or any other person. The information on this channel is simply meant as a guide. Now, can you do me that favor again that I mentioned before? Can you please hit the like button and the subscribe button?